Start.
Okay, ma'am. A gracious evening to one and all present here for the webinar on role of imaging systems in medical diagnosis by IEEE EMB Society Madras section in association with IEEE EMB student chapter K.S. Rangasamy College of Technology. Let's start this marvelous occasion in a divine manner with a prayer song.
வெண்ணையுண்ட கண்ணனே வேணுகான மன்னனே வெண்ணையுண்ட கண்ணனே வேணுகான மன்னனே உன்னை எண்ணும் போதிலே உலகில் சொர்க்கம் தோன்றுமே அன்பாய் மாடு நாடிடும் அன்பாய் மாடு நாடிடும் ஆயர் கோட்டம் தேடிடும் வம்பு குறும்பு சேர்ந்திடும் வாழ்வில் இன்பம் ஓங்கிடும் பாப்ப பாப்ப பதப்ப மம்மா மாம மாம மப்ப மகரி காம பாமகரி சானி சாமகாரி சா நீல வண்ண ஓடையில் நின்ற நுரவம் தோன்றிடும் காலில் அலைகள் மோதியே கருணை பாடல் பாடிடும் பாப்ப பாப்ப பதப்ப மம்மா மாம மாம மப்ப மகரி காம பாமகரி சானி சாமகாரி சா சாமகாரி சா சாமகாரி சா.
It is necessary to learn from the past, live the present, and welcome the future. Now, I heartily invite such a dynamic person, Dr. K.B. Jayanti, Chair, IEEE EMBS Madras section, to address the marvelous gathering.
A warm good afternoon to everyone present here. Respected dignitaries who have honored our invitation and made their presence here and who have sent their wishes for the success of this webinar. A warm welcome to every one of you. It's my proud privilege to welcome the gathering for this webinar hosted by IEEE Engineering and Medicine and Biology Society of Madras section in association with K.S. Rangasamy College of Technology. My hearty welcome to the resource person, Dr. A. Murugesan, Executive Director, Johnson's MRI India Private Limited, Erode and Karur, who has readily accepted our invitation for delivering this lecture. He always extends his support whenever we approach him. Welcome you, sir. My special welcome to Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, K.S. Rangasamy College of Technology, for providing his unconditional support for hosting this webinar. My special thanks to him and the management of the institution for extending the support. I welcome you, sir. I welcome the co-conveners, Dr. Banureka, Secretary, EMBS, Madras Section, and Associate Professor, Department of Biomedical Engineering, PSG College of Technology, and Dr. C. Rajasekharan, IEEE Student Branch Counselor of KSRCT. I welcome the faculty coordinators, Ms. Kogila Devi and Mr. Raghuvaran, and the student coordinators behind this webinar. My hearty welcome to the participants, the student and the faculty members of this webinar from various institutions across the state. I assure you that this event will definitely satisfy your expectations. I welcome you all once again for this webinar. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words. A great leader builds character, inspires dreams, encourages creativity, and builds confidence. Now, I graciously invite such a leader, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, K.S. Rangasamy College of Technology, to felicitate the gathering.
Thank you, MOC. Hope I'm audible and my video is clear. So kindly help me out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So respected Chairman, like Dr. K. Rangasamy, respected Vice Chairman, Mr. R. Srinivasan, Head of the Department, Dr. K. B. Jayanti, our today's Chief Guest, Mr. Dr. A. Murugesan, Faculty Coordinator of this IEEE Student Branch, and office bearers, participants from various colleges and participants from our own college, K.S. Rangaswamy College of Technology and KSR Education Institutions. Very good afternoon, all of you. Hope all of you doing good and staying safe and being healthy. So thank you for inviting me this particular event. I take couple of minutes to give some kind of insights, whatever I know, and will be useful for everybody. And first of all, I appreciate the office bearers of IEEE for bringing this type of title for this situation, because we've been separated physically for last more than 4 months of time because of this COVID-19. And the title also, I was discussing with the head of the department. I was asking what is the title, and based on that I have to be prepared. So she said, it is all imaging techniques for the medical aspects. So now very well, from the beginning, if you look at the medical and engineering, it's all integrated, because you should not feel that I know nothing in medical. It's all different terminologies. It's not so. See, engineering, it's a kind of profession. Without engineering, the medical profession nowadays nothing, because you take from state or anything. Our involvement is there, sensor based and all these things. Before any IoT, long ago the sensor based techniques are there. That's one stuff. One few examples are and thermometer and all this stuff. Okay. So coming to these imaging techniques, so you take from it may be the olden days X-ray and computer topography and MRI and all these things. If you look at anywhere, the imaging is highly helpful for not only to solve small things, up to the brain tumor, because cancer, it's all interrelated. So if you look at here, I just wanted to highlight two things. One is the understanding about the biological terms. That's highly important, because being an engineer, we cannot say I'm pure engineer. I don't want to know about medical terms and all these things, because it is highly required. Then only we will be able to understand the problem easily. Because when you go to any aspects, the problem statement is very, very important. And then understanding of problem statement also highly important, because when we analyze, when we go for a kind of solution, so you should have the understanding of the particular statement is highly important. So I request all the participants, no matter you are from any department, or you might be not familiar with the medical terms, I request you to have at least the smaller understanding of the different medical terms. Coming to the second aspect, this is my mantra. In fact, even people who in K.S. Rangaswamy College of Technology, we very, very seriously we follow this. Any science and technology should be solving their social problems. So social problems, particularly if you take human being, we are all social animals. So for this human perspective, lot of diseases nowadays, it's picking up. So to solve all these, it may be any related to it start from head to toe. The support of our electronic and instrumentation is highly required. So now I'll be able to recollect my engineering. So there is an elective called biomedical instrumentation. So a lot of things, it is really interesting. If you know little bit biological stuff, surely you will be able to do a lot of things for this society. So my input here, I request all of you people, not everyone can do specialization in biomedical instrumentation. People with some kind of interest, one thing. The second one, people have a kind of thought process. I want to do something for the society, particularly our own fraternity, human fraternity. So you can come out, and we'll be able to do a lot of things for the human being, not only for the human being, other living things in the world too. So with this, I once again appreciate the Department of EC and IEEE office bearers for arranging this webinar. And obviously, I believe this webinar will be able to fulfill the lot of doubts in people's mind, and also it would be a kind of insight where you can think about it. As I mentioned, do something for the society and through our technology. That's what my message today. So thanks very much for the opportunity, and stay safe and be healthy. Thank you very much. Signing out. Over to MOC.
Thank you, sir, for your ambitious words. He believed he could, so he did. Now I call upon Ms. Jovita, final year, to introduce the eminent personality, Dr. Annamalai Murugesan, Senior Radiologist and Executive Director of Janssen MRI India Private Limited, Erode.
Here virtually. I find immense pleasure in introducing our honorable chief guest, Dr. Annamalai Murugesan, MBBS DMRD. He is a lifetime member of the Indian Medical Association and also an emeritus member of the Indian Radiological and Imaging Association. He started working as a radiologist in the year of 1975 in the Government Headquarters Hospital, Ramanath. He has worked in various government hospitals including Tirupur, Madras, Udumalapet, Komarapalayam, Tottiyam, and ESI in Erode. Our chief guest is a senior radiologist and executive director of Jensen's MRI India Private Limited, Erode. He worked as RMO, ADMO, and superintendent of Government Hospital, Erode. At present, he is undergoing training at Showas University Hospital, Tokyo, Japan, and also in government hospitals of Singapore and Bangkok. We really thank him for taking the time out of his busy schedule to deliver the guest lecture today, and I hope the participants will be able to seek a little guidance and learn much from this webinar. And on behalf of this marvelous gathering, I consider it as a privilege and honor to welcome you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Jovita. Let us remember, one book, one pen, one student, and one teacher can change the whole world. Now I cheerfully invite such a person who has accomplished success and our most valid guest of today's session, Dr. Annamalai Murugesan, Senior Radiologist and Executive Director of Janssen's MRI India Private Limited, to acknowledge the gathering with his enlightening words.
Good evening to everybody, and thank you very much for inviting me to participate in your conference. I am very glad. Can we start the conference?
Yes, sir.
So good afternoon, sir. Welcome to KSR College of Technology,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Very
Thank
good
you.
afternoon, sir. Please,
Thank you.
please, you
Thank
can
you.
start.
Role of imaging system in radio diagnosis. This technique, number image this technique is find out the anatomy of human body. The following modalities we are using in imaging system of radio diagnosis. First, we are using visible light. We are using this modality in all scopies like endoscopy, to find out in the stomach ulcer and growth, esophagus and intestine. This is very useful technology using almost in all gastroenterologists. Next comes the arthroscopy. This is to visualize pathology in joints. It is only simple visible light we are using in radio diagnosis in medical technology. Next comes the colonoscopy to find out the pathology in the colon. Next comes the arthroscopy and everything. All these we are using only a simple visible light. Next comes the X-ray. This X-ray was discovered by Ranjan in 1895. This is a conventional X-ray we are using to find out the disease in the lungs, joints and bone. The improvement of this X-ray is discovered in 1972 by Hounsfield CT scan. This CT scan is first used only for head scan. That is called axial CT scan to find out the pathology in the brain only and the skull. Next comes the spiral CT scan. The upgradation of the axial CT scan is the spiral CT scan. This is the high frequency CT scan. This is used for, you see the cardiology and chest and abdomen and brain and angio studies. This plays the vital role in coronary heart diseases. You would have seen the angiogram everywhere. This is technology used by the X-ray. Next comes the ultrasound. Ultrasound is nothing but we are propagating the sound waves into the body and we are receiving the echoes and converting into the image. This plays the vital role in pregnancy, that you see the abnormality in fetal parts and also in gynec in female diseases, abdominal organs, thyroid, and see the lively blood flow in angio, that is called Doppler studies. Next comes the gamma camera. This technology used by using the isotopes which emits gamma rays. When you inject the gamma isotopes into the human body, the receptor will receive the gamma rays and produces the images. Nowadays, we are not using this gamma camera because it produces cancer and hazards to the health. The improvement of this gamma camera is now comes the positron emission tomography. The isotope used in this is F18. This plays the vital role in the early diagnosis of tumors, cancer, and the whole body, head to foot. That is called Uchi Mudal Padavarai. This is the latest and vital technology we are using. Next comes the thermography. Thermography is nothing but the body emits the heat rays. The heat rays generated by the body is received by the infrared cameras and we are giving the producers the image. This technology is now we are using in corona patients nowadays. Next, very important modality is magnet resonance imaging system. Magnet resonance imaging system we are using in medical field in 1980. First comes the permanent magnet, that is up to 0.4 Tesla we can use permanent magnet. This is useful only in visualizing joints, bones and spine. But the organs we are receiving a lot of artifacts. In the advanced technology of this permanent magnet is superconduction magnet, that is 1.5 Tesla to 5 Tesla. Nowadays, we are using this modality to find out all pathology in human body. This is non-invasive, harmless, but the only disadvantage is claustrophobia. That is the sound that is vibrate to the patient. Patient will fear over the thing, and this is very costly also. So this is the modalities we are using this, so we can. This is for discussion. You can ask questions if you have. Next, you can see the images. This is the X-ray imaging. You see the X-ray tube. Between X-ray tube and photo film, the patient will stand and we will receive the images of the patient. For the bootstrapping the image, we are using the intensifying screen. This is the X-ray images. This is the contrast injected to the uterus through the catheter, the uterine cavity and fallopian tube. This is used only by X-ray. The opacification of dye is injected and we are seeing the uterus and fallopian tube. This is the CT scan. You see the gantry, couch and the patient. This is the image of brain. This is the A is the normal image and B you see the hemorrhage, that is SDH we call hemorrhage, pushing the brain shifting to the other side. This is the life-saving equipment in the road accident and also cerebral hemorrhage. This is the chest X-ray. You see the X-ray chest, aorta and bronchus and everything. You see the diaphragm and lungs. This is the angiogram of aorta and both lower limbs vessels. You see the dye injected and you see the aorta, kidney and femoral artery, everything. This is the mammography. Mammography is the life-saving equipment to detect the breast cancer. You see the normal mammograph, this side, you see this equipment. You see the lesion in this brain mammography. This is ultrasound. You see this equipment and you see the Doppler studies, that blood flow. This is the gallbladder. We are seeing the common bile duct. This is the abdomen. You see the fetal parts, uterus and fetal parts. You see the 3D image of the fetus. This is the magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, founded in 1970 and clinical application only in 1980. This is the MRI image of chest. You see the aorta, heart and lungs. This is the spine. You see the spine and the intervertebral disc and also the ligaments. This is the brain. You see the normal brain and next the lesion. You see the hemorrhage. This is that previous is the axial section. This is axial. This is a sagittal. You see the same image in sagittal section. Coronary heart disease. The major underlying cause is atherosclerosis. That is due to fat, deposition of fat. The buildup of lipid cholesterol, the artery walls forms a response to injury to the endothelium in the artery wall. You see the first picture, blood flow, and the second picture you see the wall is getting obstructed slowly. You see the first picture is the normal vessels. You see the last picture, you see the this is the cross section of the normal vessel, diseased narrowed vessels. and heart, the coronary arteries, trachea, superior vena cava vein, and arch of aorta, and right ventricle, and left auricle, pulmonary artery. You see the difference of normal artery and diseased narrowing artery. Find out in angiogram. This is a coronary artery disease. You see the white material is fat. Fat becomes the wall is plaque, that is deposition of cholesterol next to the coronary artery. Plaque built up in the coronary artery, blocking blood flow and oxygen to the heart. You see, the blue color is blocked tissue lacking oxygen. You see the stenosis of coronary artery. Damage and death to heart tissue shown in purple color. You see the blood flow, you see the plaque, and your obstruction, you see the narrowing of blood vessel. You see the difference. First is open, 40% block. Second, 95% block. In the third picture, you see cardiac CT is a painless test that uses an X-ray machine to take clear, detailed picture of the heart. Many X-ray pictures are taken during a cardiac CT scan. A computer puts the picture together to make three-dimensional picture of the whole heart. This picture shows the inside of the heart and structures around the heart. You see right ventricle, coronary artery, left atrium, and you see that three dimension of the cardiac image. There are several types of CT scan used in the diagnosis of heart disease. Yes.
ஆமா கொஞ்சம் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் சொல்றதுக்காக ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட கூப்பிட்டேன் நானு. நம்பர் அனுப்பி விடுறீங்களா? நான் அனுப்பட்டா இல்ல நீங்க சொல்லிடுறீங்களா? டெக்ஸ்ட் பண்ணட்டா உங்களுக்கு? சரி, ஓகே.
மேடம், ஓகே. ஹலோ. There are several types of CT scan used in diagnosis of heart disease. Calcium score screening, heart scan, coronary CT angiogram, total body CT scan. The calcium score screening heart scan is a test used to detect calcium deposit found in the atherosclerosis plaque in the coronary arteries. Doctor uses the calcium score screening heart scan to evaluate the risk for future coronary artery disease. If calcium is present, the computer will create a calcium score that estimates the extent of coronary artery disease based on the number and density of calcium coronary plaques in the coronary arteries. The absence of calcium is considered as a negative exam. However, since there are certain forms of coronary disease, such as a soft plaque atherosclerosis, that escape detection during this CT scan, it is important to remember that negative test indicates a low risk, but does not absolutely exclude the possibility of a future cardiac event such as heart attack. The calcium score screening heart scan takes only a few minutes to perform and does not require injection of intravenous iodine contrast. Coronary computer tomograph angiogram is non-invasive heart imaging test currently undergoing rapid development and evolution. High resolution 3-dimensional picture of the moving heart and great vessels are produced during coronary CTA to determine if either fatty or calcium deposit, that is plaques, have built up in the coronary arteries. Before the test, an iodine-containing contrast dye is injected to IV in the patient's arm to improve the quality of image. Medication that slows or stabilizes the patient's heart rate may also be given through IV improves imaging result. During the test, which usually take 10 minutes, X-ray passes through the body and are picked up by special detector in the scanner. Newer 40 to 64 slice CT scan, now it is 128 CT scan, produces clear and final computerized images with less exposure to radiation than the older model. These new technology are often referred to as a multi-detector or multi-slice CT scanner. This is a spiral CT scan. You see it is the total rotation of the X-ray tube and also the detector. You see A and B. A major use of imaging based on X-ray include medical diagnostic. Angiography is another major application in an area called contrast enhancement radiography. A catheter is inserted into an artery or vein to inject contrast media. This enhances the contrast of blood vessels and enables the radiologist to see the irregularities and blockage. This is the angiogram machine. You see the angiogram to visualize by injecting the contrast. This is the MRI angio of brain. It is digital subtraction angiography. It is also referred to as digital radiography, digital fluoroscopy, and photoelectronic imaging. The term digital subtraction angiography refers specifically to techniques which subtract two images that are obtained before and after contrast administration. And the more general term digital radiography encompasses the use of all digital electronic techniques in X-ray imaging. You see the digital subtraction, we are subtract the unwanted images, you see the brain blood vessels. Next comes the nuclear medicine. Nuclear medicine procedure uses pharmaceuticals that have been labeled with radionuclides. In diagnosing radioactive substance or administration to the body, the diagnostic test involves the formation of an image using a gamma camera or PET invented by Hall Anchor and sometimes called an Anchor gamma camera as well. SPECT imaging may also be referred to as a radionuclide imaging or nuclear scintigraphy. MRA, that is magnetic resonance angiography, is the imaging of flowing blood in vessel using MRI. MRI is used in generating images of the arteries in order to evaluate them. Radionuclide scanning for heart, thallium-201 for bones, technetium-99 radioactive isotope scan are used. Gamma cameras are used for this. Radioisotopes are coupled to specify anti-myocardial or anti-stereocystic monoclonal antibodies and the areas of heart or bones damaged by disease or injury may be delineated by the technique. Major uses of imaging based on gamma cameras include nuclear medicine. Inject a patient with a radioactive isotope that emit gamma rays. Another major modality of nuclear imaging is positron emission tomography, that is PET imaging. Patient is given a radioactive isotope that emit positron collect the emission using appropriate detectors. You see the gamma X-rays imaging, bone scan. You see this side is a PET scan. PET scan can be measured by monitoring the distribution of radioactive traces. The common positron emission are half-lives of respectively about 10 to 20 minutes. Either of these tagged with 2 glucose being major brain metabolism. The emitted positron also immediately combines with an electron and the two get neutralized by emission of 2 X-rays. The Y-rays photons travels. This is the PET scan apparatus. You see this. Single photon emission CT or SPECT CT, the resolution of this image can be enhanced greatly by brain cerebral local uptake. It is very similar to conventional nuclear medicine planar imaging using gamma camera. However, it is able to provide true 3D information. The basic principle is similar to PET scanner, only instead of positron, here we are using photons or detected. Discussion.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. Now, the platform is open for inquiries. Participants can unmute themselves and ask their questions to the chief guest.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes,
So you
sir.
were discussing about axial and sagittal modes of imaging.
Yes, madam.
Modes actually. So when do you prefer axial moding and when axial mode and when do you prefer sagittal? What type of diagnosis can you do with both?
Madam, the MRI scan, we got the software installed. For all images, we are taking only axial. But the reconstruction, we go for SAG. But
So during
only we are taking only one sitting, madam. We are taking only axial. But by reconstruction, we are going SAG.
sagittal.
Yes.
Only for reconstruction you use
Yes,
the
yes.
sagittal
It
mode.
is routinely we are seeing in research. The software is like that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Very vital modality is madam now.
Do we have enough machines available in India, sir? The PET and SPET?
PET scan is now in installed. There are 2 PET scan in Coimbatore and 1 PET scan at Salem, madam. and nearby Tiruchi one PET scan. The PET scan, the problem is we want the isotopes short life living. The isotopes we have to received by the flight from either Madras or from Bangalore. The life of the isotopes is 7.5 hours or 8 hours. So it is better, it is very nearer to airport.
Oh, that so that will be an
Short
yes.
living isotopes, madam. Lifetime is very short. 7 hours, 5.5 hours, like that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, may I asking one question, sir?
Yes.
Sir, is it used for MATLAB is supported for the PET scan, sir? Images?
Pardon?
MATLAB, sir. MATLAB, sir.
Pardon?
Usage with MATLAB, sir. And,
I can answer your question. He is a medical person, and any image as such, you can convert it into a format which is actually supported by MATLAB. If not, the image is directly supported by MATLAB. You can definitely convert any image format into the image which is taken in by a MATLAB. That is possible. You have converters available. All you need is to know the header of the image file. So once you know the header format of the image file, you can convert it into any format you need it. You need to work on. Did I answer your question?
No, ma'am.
No, have I answered your question?
All modalities, ultrasound, mammography, CT scan, any doubts, anything. Mammography is a life-saving, madam. Now we are using the thermography instead of mammography.
Mammography is always followed by an ultrasound.
Yes, correlate by
Why?
ultrasound to confirm. If we directly mammography, we have to confirm by ultrasound whether it is a solid mass or it is a cyst. Nowadays, it is harmless is thermography, madam.
So thermography is equivalent to mammography, sir?
Not equivalent, but it is a non-invasive, no X-ray damage, and no compression of the breast. If it is also 85%, 90%, it gives the right report according to reports. If we find any hot spot in thermography, we can come to either mammography or MRI breast imaging.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Any?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
This is Anandan from Veltech University, Chennai, ma'am. Sir, what is the approximate cost of PET scanning machine, sir?
7 crores or 5.5 to 7 crores.
MRI cost machine?
MRI, that depends upon the Tesla, sir. 1.5 Tesla is 5 crores. And if going for 3 Tesla, it comes to 7 crores. And if you go to that is sports MRI, that is also 9 crores, 10 crores. But the thing is, the maintenance of MRI system is very costly, sir.
Okay, sir.
We have to fill up the helium.
Okay.
According to the to maintain the superconduction magnet. because heat will be generated during the scanning. The magnet must be cooled down, and the AC must be run in 24 hours. You see the cost of electricity.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Sir, hello, sir. Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
First of all, your presentation is very nice, sir. It's a very new, useful presentation.
Thank
You
you.
have explained about all the diagnosis process. Would you explain about the microscopic diagnosis process? Any other microscopic images used for a diagnosis of any disease?
Microscope.
Images, blood cell images related to blood cell images. Is
Pardon?
there any blood cell images, sir, related to H&E strain images, blood cell counting and all related
That
to
is
that?
used in lab, madam. We are not using microscope. We are radio diagnosis.
Okay, sir. Okay, it's completely different, sir.
Yes, that specialty is completely different, madam. This is radio diagnosis is only using X-rays and sound waves, visible light, and PET scan, and you see the magnetic resonance.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good
I have
evening.
a question.
Yes.
The dye which is injected into the body for contrasting imaging, is it
Yes.
harmful, sir, for the body, humans?
Nowadays we are giving the test dose, madam. Iodine content contrast. Nowadays, Omnipac is non-invasive and it is a harmless. It is very costly contrast we are using for a cardiac angiogram. The technology is day by day is developing. The iodine content contrast is also is reactive certain patients. So we are using non-ionic content also nowadays. But it is very costly compared to ionic contrast.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, excuse me, sir. This is Anandan again.
Okay.
Can you suggest any imaging method for detecting esophagus cancer, sir? For detecting esophagus cancer.
Esophageal.
Yeah, esophageal.
Very simple, sir. We are using visible light by endoscopy, the first basic examination.
Okay.
Next, we are giving a contrast. That is, we ask the patient to swallow the contrast and you take the simple X-ray.
Okay.
In right anterior oblique position.
Fine.
You are seeing the entire esophagus in the X-ray film. But without using X-ray, we can simply use endoscopy. You see the gastroenterologists are using to find out the growth or stricture in the esophagus.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, how can we decide on the modality of imaging for a particular problem, sir?
How can you choose the modality? I think you are asking that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very simple, madam. For pregnancy, we are using ultrasound to find out the fetal parts and uterus, ovary, and abdominal pathology, liver, spleen, gallbladder. kidney and everything. That is non-invasive and harmless. And also cost-wise is very low. After that, if you find anything pathology in the ultrasound and very doubtful, we are going for CT scan. It confirms the findings by ultrasound. Next upper modality is MRI scan. Very simple thing is plain X-ray and ultrasound, madam. Anything in abdomen and pregnancy and breast and thyroid, you can go for, and blood flow, you can go for ultrasound. If you find any difficulty to confirm the diagnosis, then you go for CT. Nowadays in corona disease, we are plenty of cases we are taking CT chest, madam. But instead of CT chest, if you take a plain X-ray chest, we can find whether the patient have corona or not. We are getting lot of cases, chest cases, madam. Very simple thing is plain X-ray and ultrasound.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, MOC, if there are no further questions, we can close the discussion.
இவ்வளவு modalities இருக்கு, you must ask questions, madam.
Participants
You got
அமைதியா
10
இருக்காங்க.
modalities in thing.
But we don't get PET and SPET images from hospitals, no sir. We have database available in the web. But we don't get images
Also the
from.
cost of things, madam, is very high. You see that is more than 5,000.
True, sir.
PET scan 15,000 to 20,000 they are charging.
Oh. You have covered almost all the modalities, sir. That was a good presentation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for your kind thing. Thank you for everybody.
Mauli?
Yes, ma'am.
You can proceed, Mauli.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for clarifying our doubts. No matter what language we speak, a kind and smiling thank you always speaks to everyone's heart. Now I kindly invite Dr. C. Rajasekharan, IEEE Student Branch Counselor and Professor, Electronics and Communication Engineering, K.S. Rangasamy College of Technology, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Maili. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Respected and our most distinguished chief guest of the day, Dr. Annamalai Murugesan, Executive Director, Johnson's MRI, Erode. Respected Principal Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, our beloved Head of the Department, Dr. K.B. Jayanti, participants, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening on all present here. I deem it is a great honor to propose the vote of thanks to all who have helped us in making this webinar such a resounding success. First of all, I would like to propose my hearty thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Annamalai Murugesan, for gracing today's webinar. Thank you, sir, for showing different kinds of images with modality. Thank you, sir, for your very interesting and thought-provoking address.
Thank you.
I would like to express my thank you to our Honorable Principal, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, for his continuous support in organizing various programs. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our respected head of the department, Chair IEEE EMBS Madras section, Dr. KB Jayanti, who is a great backbone for all of us and a great supporter in organizing this webinar. Thank you, Madam. I am happy to express vote of thanks to Dr. Bhanureka, Secretary IEEE EMBS Madras section, coordinator of this webinar, Ms. K. Kokila Devi and Mr. K. Raghuvaran, and MOC team who have made this webinar a grand success. My special thanks to Chairman and Vice Chairman of KS Rangasamy College of Technology, the IEEE Madras section EMBS Society for hosting this event in IEEE student branch of KS Rangasamy College of Technology. Finally, the wonderful students and faculty who have turned up in such a grand number, not only from our department, but also from other colleges. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Once again, I thanks all for your cordial cooperation. Thank you. Over to
Thank,
MOC.
thank you, sir.
Thank
Participants
you.
are requested to fill the feedback forms in order to receive their certificates. All are requested to rise up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जाहे तब शुभ आशीष माहे काहे तब जय गादा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Participants are requested to fill the feedback forms in order to receive their certificates.